Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Epstein, and today I will be reviewing the podcast, The Art of the Entertainment Deal, presented by Legal Talks Network. This podcast is an interview with the co-founder of Cohen and Gardner LLP, the child actor Jeff Cohen. He is also an entertainment lawyer in LA at this moment, and he is the author of the book, The Dealmakers 10 Commandments. A few things throughout this podcast spoke to me, including Jeff Conan's logic on time management. Now, his Commandment 7 says, do it, delete it, delegate it, which encourages us as entrepreneurs and lawyers, in his case, to put a system in place to discover our priorities and goals. Throughout this system, we are to make a plan to reach these goals and get control over our time. He really talked heavily on getting control over our time and making sure we're putting our time in the right places. Putting our time in the right places in turn helps us become better deal makers, which is important in the entertainment industry. Jeff Cohen also encourages us to study different deal makers, to study different lawyers, entrepreneurs, and entertainers, and those who came before us, to read their books, to apply those stories to our own personal lives and apply those tools to our lives as well. Success is life on your own terms. The secret to failure is trying to make everyone else happy. Figuring out what you want as a person makes your business successful. These are the last things that Jeff Cohen talked about throughout this podcast. And he talked heavily on these subjects because if you're not making yourself happy, then you're not going to be successful. It's pretty simple, but then it's complex. I take these three things away because these things really apply to my business. I own a production company, and the things that I want to do in the future require time management. It requires me to study different people who've come before me so that I can eventually become successful, so that people can look up to me at the end of the day. And then figuring out what I want as a person, to not always please everyone else, but making sure I'm pleased at the end of the day as well. There are a lot of goals that I want to achieve, but without proper guidance and without knowing what I won't achieve. To be an entrepreneur, you have to know firmly what you want, and you have to stand firm on that foundation, because if you don't have that solid foundation, your business will crumble. And I think that's what he was trying to get at throughout this podcast, is you have to stand firm on your foundation. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you're looking up to. You have to have proper time management to make sure things are put in place so that your business will be successful. And I take those things away, and I take those things to heart. I appreciate this podcast because it not only talked about the legal aspect, but it also talked about the aspect from an entrepreneur standpoint. Thank you, Jeff Cohen, and you guys have a great day.